G'day everyone, and welcome to another video. And we're still in the Riverland in South Australia, and we're at Berri this time, and it's pretty hard to find a town that's not beautiful when you're on the side of the River Murray, and that doesn't matter whether you're in South Australia, Victoria, New South Wales, or where it may be. Very beautiful here. And the reason that we're here actually is the Traveller Caravan owners get together. So at the end of this video we'll put together a piece that will show you what we're doing there. And if you don't want to watch that when it comes to the end, towards the end of the video where that one is, just fast forward the video or finish the video there. But in the meantime, we take a trip out and we have a look at the historical village at Loxton as well while we're here, as well as a bit of a look around on Berri. So hope you enjoy the video. I'm Mick and this is Sally. Together we've been caravanning Australia since the 1980s, and more recently we started to put the videos together just to show you some of what we see out there. There's a lot to see in Australia, and we hope you enjoy what we have here to show you. You can follow us on our trips via the following social media platforms. Only a short run this one, 23 kilometres to travel from Renmark to Berri, and made the day quite easy and very pleasant drive. G'day everyone, and we've set ourselves up here at Berri at the Berri Riverside Caravan Park, and it's part of the Traveller Get Together. And it's an annual get together with everyone that owns Traveller Caravans, and we're here for 7 nights and quite looking forward to it. With such a short distance to travel this morning from one destination to the next night's camp, it gave us plenty of time to have a look at the foreshore here at Berri along the River Murray. Such a calm day, it made for very pretty water reflections in the river. With the beautiful green lawn along the riverfront, it always makes for a very relaxing walk. It's almost 2 years now since the last big flood that went down the River Murray, and the area that we're looking at now and walking along wasn't covered by floodwaters at all. If you're in the area and you need a bit of information on the local district, the information centre here is the place to go. Berri is a very clean river town and a very pretty one at the moment this time of the year, and with the purple flower of the jacaranda trees up in the middle of the shopping area here, doesn't it look a pretty sight? With all the roses out in flower, that just adds to the colour of the area. With the perfect weather that we're enjoying today, it certainly made for very pleasant walking as we made our way along the riverfront. It was that time of the day now that allowed us to do our check-in at the Berri Riverside Holiday Park, so we made our way down there, booked in, found our site and set ourselves up. The caravan park here is probably what you would call a reasonably large caravan park, but in saying that, the staff at the check-in office, and as well as the groundspeople that we spoke to during our stay here, were certainly very pleasant and welcoming to anyone that wanted to talk to them. Most of the sites in this caravan park are lawn, but not all, and They certainly were showing some signs of a bit of wear and tear, but where there was no sights, very lush lawn indeed. There are two swimming pools here, one smaller one that we're looking at now, and then there's the bigger one here, so suitable for adults and children. It is a community run caravan park, this one, and it does offer facilities for all sizes of groups and for all functions and reasons. I'm not a golfer, but this caravan park is one of the best mini golf setups that I've ever seen, and once again this is open to the public. You can hire your time here and play mini golf, and very beautiful to walk around and set out very well. This caravan park has got a lot of facilities for the dollars that you will pay to stay here per night, and I just had a look on Wiki Camps, and they start somewhere around the $40 odd a night, up over $60, so that'll depend on how many kids and where you are, but it's a very reasonably priced park, this one, not like some of the higher chain prices that you may expect to pay. Straight across the road from the caravan park you've got the River Murray, and where we're looking now you've got the boat ramp, as well as that you've got barbecues and picnic shelters. Very protected boat launching facility, this one here at the boat ramp. It's a bit of a backwater, and of course you're not going to have too many problems launching a boat in the River Murray like you do on ocean waters, but very sheltered. If you're doing a day trip up in the Riverland at any stage and you're reasonably local, this would be a great spot to stop off for a break and have lunch. If there's one advantage of visiting the Riverland area, it's the close proximity of everything that you want to go and visit. And here today we take that short 22-kilometre drive down to Loxton. The Historical Village was a place that we've been wanting to visit for some time now, and today was going to be the day. We were pleasantly surprised with how the attractions and the displays were set up here, something a lot better than what we thought it was going to be. Always interesting to look at displays like this, and it makes you wonder and realise exactly how things were back in the day, but then you can relate to what they were when you were a younger person yourself, and you think, well, it's not that much different really to what I grew up in as well. As we make our way around the village, we find quite a comprehensive display of buildings, machinery and equipment. Something that we didn't find out while we were there, and just didn't cross our minds at the time, but we believe, or we assume, and got to be careful when you start assuming things, but we assume that the entire area would be run by volunteers, so if someone can confirm that, that would be appreciated. Just leave a comment down below. The Pioneer Memorial Chapel, one building that caught our eye, and very pretty once you walk inside. Improvements in the making here with an undercover shelter, and no doubt there'll be some displays set up there to try and keep them out of the weather. A lot of old tractors here. It makes you wonder how many of them still run. And at the end of the tractor display, some old buggies. The following day, with the weather still being very favourable, we thought we'd take the short run, but this time to Berri, and it was there that we were going to have a look at the Barmera markets. When at Barmera, you'll find Lake Bonnie, and that's where the markets are held. Beautiful lawns here, and it's on these lawns that they set the markets up. As illustrated by the number of people here, it's a very popular market. The reason for our stay here at the Berri Caravan Park was the Traveller Caravan Owners Group get-together. Now this is an annual get-together that the Traveller Group have, and it's the second time that we've had it here at the Berri Caravan Park. Caravan Park cater for these sort of things, and they're very accommodating, and unfortunately for Sally and I though, this will be the last time that we'll attend the Traveller Owner Caravan get-together as an owner of a Traveller Caravan. The following part of the video is taken directly from the event as it was held with the recordings, but after that we go to Hogwash Bend for a couple of days, so if you want to miss this and go to Hogwash Bend, just fast forward through the video.
When Sandy decided to step down last year, I was looking for some help. A couple of people put up their hands, and thank you to them. Those that were here in 2022, it probably wasn't quite so simple when we had 90 odd vans and guest speakers and everything, so we've gone back to basics. So I kept it pretty simple, but I did continue on with the free raffle, and I just want to make mention of those that have donated and supported us. The first one's Navigator Products, and this is their third time, and $560 worth of gear they sent me, which is absolutely brilliant. Muck Mat again, they've been on board 3 years and also did sail. Car Rest for the second year in a row. Something new this year, another new little company, little family business called the Standard Squeeze. And also the Berri Riverside Holiday Park once again. And not only do they look after us with great prices, and they also give us a voucher worth about $170 as well for 3 nights on a powered site, so that's fantastic. Cindy and the crew. Then we've got our own group members. Sally Moore, where's Sally? Over the back. And she's donated 2 crocheted lap rugs. And also Bob Fountain donated a caravan mat, so there's certainly plenty of prizes out there. I'd really like to thank Cindy Taylor. Cindy's the manager here at the Berri Riverside Holiday Park. And the wonderful thing is you go in to see Cindy and it's, yep, we can do that. Yep, I can do that. Yep, we can do that. And it just made my life so much easier. And her and her team have done an absolutely fantastic job. And I will ask her to come forward in a set to say a few words. Over to you, Cindy.
Thank you, Roger. Look, I probably can't do a speech as well as Roger could, even after 2 years of practicing in the mirror. But basically, I just want to thank you all for actually coming back to the park and having such a memorable experience last time, and having that continued support for both the community and for the park ourselves. It is a complete honour to have you all here.
Thanks very much, Cindy. Before we run away, you've got some raffles to draw. Can I have a couple of barrel girls, please?
I think that's fine.
And what is it?
I'll go the other side.
It's Jeff and Chris Smith. And what do they win? They win a Navigator flip stool valued at $60.
Body.
Folded anyway. Paul and Shirley Kelly. They won an Austrail screw-in tent peg set for $30, plus a bottle of collection wine.
Awesome.
And that's from Cara Rest, and the wine's from the wraps. Thank you very much, Cindy. I'll let you get back to cooking our tea. Welcome to another beautiful sunny Riverland day. Again, today is basically pretty basic. We'll do a raffle draw. Lunch will be when we finished our group photos. So our group photo is going to be when Sue finishes, probably about 10 to 12, something like that. Let's introduce Sue Centra. Sue's one of 2 admins for our Facebook page. We'd like to welcome Sue Centra.
Thanks, Roger. So a few things, Richard and I got together over texts and phone calls just to have a bit of a chat about what we do as admins. It's not an easy job. To be a good administrator, we need to be able to listen and to understand the members' needs. We have to have a bit of empathy to understand the members' feelings as well. We have to think about inclusiveness, patience, motivation, sharing, passion, and we also have to look at conflict management. We had to change the criteria of how people wanted to join this group. We looked at the group rules and we added quite a few separate questions that we can really try and delve into whether the people own a Traveller. Therefore, we ask for the chassis number that's welded on the drawbar of your caravan. We need a thorough explanation as to why they want to join our group. Also, we have to keep an eye on inappropriate ads that get posted. We also have to be mindful that this Facebook group isn't just for South Australia, it's an Australian-wide group. Well, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. I hope you got something out of that.
Once a group photo was taken, it was then time to move back to the kiosk area where we were going to have a Lions lunch. It was the Berri Lions Club that cooked this lunch for us, and once again the caravan park permitted the organisers of our event to have these people come in and cook this meal for us. It was really a very, very nice meal. During our get-together here 2 years ago, it was also the same Berri Lions Club that catered for one of the meals on that occasion. The following Tuesday was Melbourne Cup Day, and the effort that some people put in really made the atmosphere for some very funny times. A sad day in one regard for Sally and I, because now leaving Berri and also leaving the Traveller Caravan Owners Group for the last time, we slowly made our way towards Hogwash Bend, where we're going to spend a few nights just to complete a great period away. Once we leave the bitumen, it's only a short drive and we're down on the riverfront. It's going to be a 3-night stay here at Hogwash Bend, and for anyone that follows our channel, you'll realise that we spend quite a few trips here a year, and that's only because we love the area. A little bit different this one. We're going to be with 3 other vans, so 4 vans in total, and those other vans are going to be Mick and Trudy. Now, they're Tasmanian people. We met them for the first time when we were in Tasmania earlier this year. And as well as that, we've got my younger sister Debbie and Paul, and they bought their caravan not long ago, and it's the first time that they'll be away with us as well. And the other caravan is Chris and Maria, and they're also participants at Berri at the Traveller Caravan get-together. Very rarely does Hogwash Bend disappoint us without giving us at least one good sunset during our visit there. Now the second day here at Hogwash Bend, and much cooler day today. In fact, it was very pleasant. When we arrived yesterday we had something like 35, 38 degrees. Very easily got sunburned if you weren't careful, but for the next 2 days, very beautiful weather ahead. the type of travelling that Sally and I plan on doing, and of course with the locations that we're going to go to, we cannot take dogs with us. We've always been dog people and we've always owned dogs, but maybe one day we might go down that road again. Not very often we come up to Hogwash Bend and not see kookaburras about, and they're always willing to come down and scavenge for a free feed as long as they can find something to eat. Are they territorial when it comes to food? That I'm not real sure. As well as the abundance of bird life on this trip, there's probably the most houseboats we've seen on the water as well. Since leaving home on this trip, we've had a lot of our followers come up and greet us and introduce themselves and have a bit of a talk, so if you see us out and about when we're with the caravan, or any other time for that matter, and you realise that we are who we are, come up and say hello. Always willing to have a talk. All up, it's been a great trip, this one, and we've really enjoyed our time once again here at Hogwash Bend, but more importantly this time because we've shared it with so many family and friends. And for Sally and I, unfortunately, when we leave here we must go home and remove everything from our Traveller Caravan, because it's in a couple of days' time. It's at that point in time that we'll say goodbye to our much loved caravan. Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Hope you've enjoyed what we've shown you, and until that next video goes up, you take care and look after yourself.